Hi guys, welcome back. This is chapter 3 of Open Book Pun Intended. Just to kind of keep everyone up to date, we decided to create like a little book club. Our first book was Meeting Your Half Orange by Amy Spencer, and we have a little surprise for you guys a little later, so stay tuned. We're back again. Today is a little different. We're gonna do like arts and crafts. We have all of our setup here. We have our yummy drinks that Lo made.
Yes. Can we cheers real quick?
Yeah, let's just cheers because it's been a minute.
Yeah.
Can you not with these drinks though?
They're really good.
Purple haze.
That's what you called it?
No.
Oh.
But Carmen, here.
What's the name? What's in it?
My
I
God.
call it purple haze because it's really yummy.
It's so good. What was that drink in high school that was purple? Alice. Oh no, that was blue.
Were you gonna say Alizé?
Yeah.
It was
Do you
blue.
know the bomb pop? Doesn't it taste like that? The one that's like red, white, and blue?
Yes.
Yes.
I think this should be called haze because it looks kind of hazy.
Oh my God, it's so good. I can't even stop drinking it.
What's in it?
Honestly, this was my high school drink.
What's in it?
It's UV blueberry vodka.
I haven't had UV blue in a whole...
I said high school. Did I not say
Okay,
high school?
okay.
Right? And then raspberry lemonade.
Okay. It's really yummy.
Yeah.
Hi everyone.
I feel like I should have been a bartender.
Marisol, remember Bumper? She's
I will never forget Bumper.
queer.
Oh my God, Bumper. It didn't connect.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Hates Creations, Queer and Loathing, Peace.
Oh,
Peace X Sally Love.
Hi.
Y'all getting creative with your name,
acts.
with your ¿cómo se llaman?
Handles, Instagram
Handles, yeah.
So we're doing arts and crafts today. We're basically...
She said I still have a bumper.
She still has a Bumper. That was so funny.
I love you.
I wish we could have saved the video.
That's so funny.
So we're gonna make our dream board, relationship board today. And if you haven't read the book, it's Meeting Your Half Orange by Amy Spencer. And in that book, she talks about making your dream board. And not specifically like what kind of man you want, like physically, more like the relationship.
Right.
So make your board. So this is a relationship board. If you're single, what you want your relationship to look like. If you're not single, maybe your dream board, like in life. So then they can participate
Well, no,
too.
even like a relationship board is the
Oh,
same
yeah,
thing,
because you
future,
can still like
We're
I feel
single.
like yeah, and I feel like if you have a relationship, I think that you'll always want to keep evolving. When like,
100%.
I want to travel more with him. I want to have more movie dates. I want to,
Maybe
I
even
love that.
show it to him if you are
I
with
love that.
somebody.
yeah, and be like,
Study this.
study this. Christmas is coming. Here's your life.
Hi, I want all this. Thanks.
And it could be fun. And don't put like Channing Tatum on here. We're not talking about what you want your husband to be.
Look like it's your
relationship, like trust, all that good stuff.
So if you guys have any questions for us, definitely ask down below. We have a YouTube, it's Open Book Pun Intended. We also have a Gmail, Open Book Pun Intended. You guys can ask us anything. We'll definitely hit more back on our next book towards the end of the show, which we're super excited for. But until then, we're just gonna kind of look through. It's gonna be very like personal. We're just gonna go through these magazines, see what we like, and glue that shit on our.
Get in here.
3 hours later.
So we're making our relationship boards. We're not done yet, but that's what we're doing. We're basically doing arts and crafts. The book that we just finished was Meeting Your Half Orange by Amy Spencer, and we are gonna go ahead and FaceTime her. Hi. Okay, we have you on our. You can see yourself there. So this is Carmen.
Let me screen record.
Okay, we're just setting it up.
So we can screen record.
Okay, so this is Carmen. My name's Nadej. And then this is Lo.
Hi.
And then we have my brother-in-law over there with the camera. So basically, what we started was a little book club. And you are the first book on the list.
Fantastic, I'm honored.
Yeah, and honestly, I was recommended to it from a friend. So we just finished it. Oh, I think are we not gonna put it on there?
If I either screen record or I
Okay,
do that.
so we'll just screen
okay,
record
okay.
it. So we just have. Well, we thought we would bring you on here and
say thank you for writing it.
Are you kidding me? Honestly. Okay,
Thank you guys for reading it. I'm really touched that you chose the book. I mean, really, because when I wrote it out of like a desire to spread the message that worked for me, and so it was like I just wanted as many women to read it as possible and have it help them in some way. And so
that was actually, I think that was actually one of our questions.
That was my question. I'm like, how did you like, what part were you at in your life that you're like, I need to write this? Like, for me, for them, for my friend, like, why do I need to write this? Because it's a big commitment to write a book.
A whole book.
Yeah.
So
It was a lot.
it's not like an Instagram post where we will, we post sometimes and we're like, hey, like, this helped me or whatnot. But you literally wrote a book.
Right, I know. Well, you know what, honestly, and your name is Carmen?
Yeah.
Okay.
Nice to meet you.
Carmen, so basically after I met my half orange, my husband, I started telling friends how I did it, and they would get so into it, and then they would try some of the things in it, and then they would meet some great guy, and then some of them ended up meeting their half oranges and getting married, and then they started telling people, and then they would say, oh, Amy, tell this girl I work with your story, and then I would tell the story, and then I would tell the story, and I was telling it so many times that I thought, you know what, maybe this would help other people. So I figured I should write it down before I got tired of
Yeah.
it.
Literally, it's like the whole, well, like you said, it's like a manual. It's like just a play-by-play, and obviously it works.
But it's such
Yes,
such an easy play-by-play follow.
Yeah.
I thought that was really, really awesome that it wasn't like, okay, wait, no, it was really easy. It's like, okay,
And
then this, then this, then this,
Yeah.
and this is what you're
Yeah.
doing. So I thought that was really cool because it was like a checklist, but it felt like a story. And then within
Right,
each
okay,
checklist was a story of why that part of the checklist is so important. Yeah.
What's funny too
Right.
is that Carmen really wasn't even, so during quarantine, I just started to like read more and just, I think everyone's been kind of like picking up hobbies. And so I saw her and I was like, oh, I'm going to start a new book. And she's like, okay, I'm down. And I was like, okay, it's Meeting Your Half Orange. And she's like, what is it about? And I was like, okay, it's about like dating with optimism. And it's funny because she wasn't looking and she's not looking. We're not looking, but basically she just wasn't really like, okay, let's start
but
it.
never really thought about it.
Right, she's never
So
really
it's
thought
like
about it.
not necessarily not looking, but just like not really put it at the forefront.
So
Right.
we're all business owners, and we're all single.
great.
So it's funny because we've kind of been focused so much on our business that we kind of just like, so we relate a lot to certain stories in that book.
Yeah.
And Carmen, most definitely, she's very like, okay, very by the book as far as business wise, and she's got it down. So it's like to open up this little section is
Yeah,
what-
it was very interesting.
Oh, good. Yeah, I'm basically a to-do list kind of person, and so I liked having something that I was doing every day, which is, like you guys were saying, it's sort of a checklist in a way, and I liked feeling like I was being active about
right.
finding my other half while kind of not being active, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
The whole concept behind the book, which you got, is that rather than feeling like you have to go out every day and go on dates, or certainly now during quarantine probably
Right.
doing a lot more stuff online, but rather than feeling like you have to spend all your time doing that, you can spend the majority of your time building your own happiness within yourself and really getting to a place of pure contentment and eudaimonia, as I talk about in the book, which is really just finding like your flow in life and
I
what makes you
literally
shine.
I had to Google that because I'm all about like learning new words, and I was like, wait, what does this mean? And I was like, okay, let me Google. And I was like, okay, I like it.
Yeah.
What's funny is that you say like, so we're all single, and then quarantine happens, and it's like, how do we date via quarantine? Like this is a shitty start to being single, and it's like, no, like honestly, the book has obviously helped. We've kind of like bounced back on each other as far as like just realizations that we had with the book. Like there's moments where I'm like, damn, Amy's coming for me, because I swear, because there's moments where it's like, okay, so I'm the type where as soon as I start to talk to them, I was like, can he have my 3 kids? And then I was like, no, he can't. And so, because I'm like thinking about the future, obviously, and it's funny because it's totally like what you mentioned. So it's obviously relatable.
Yeah.
And it, like you said, it obviously worked for other people. So I'm definitely happy that you put it into a book.
Yeah. Oh, good.
Has your husband read it?
Yes, he was one of my readers on it when I had to run it all by him and make sure he was okay, because I shared some personal stuff in there. I mean, not big stuff, but little things that, it's always hard to know sometimes what to share with others and what to keep to yourself. And so, yeah, he read it. He's a great reader for me.
What was his Hi, I'm Lo.
Hi, Lo.
What was his feedback to you as a man's perspective?
Oh, good question. I don't know that he gave me feedback, like as in terms of what a man would think of it, because he wasn't really the audience for it. Men aren't technically the audience for it, although I have had a lot of male readers, because of course the book is for anybody. It's for men, it's for women, it's for it's for people in same-sex relationships, all sorts of genders, or whatever you're looking for in love, that's who it's for. Right. And so I have had men read it and enjoy it, but I directed it mostly to sort of my girlfriends and my tribe of women, and so his feedback was more about things that I wrote about us.
Okay.
Which was good. Yeah. But he really didn't make any changes in terms of what I was sharing. He was happy to share our story if it helped other people find love. So that was awesome.
That's awesome.
Okay.
Yeah.
Amy, I have a question. So
Amy.
it happens to, I'm a list person too. And so sometimes I feel like I make the list and then I publish it and then it's good. And then I'm like, I forgot one little thing.
Yeah.
So did you have something where like you published it, it already have everything, and then you're like, oh man, I wish I would have shared that one story?
You know what? I didn't. I actually, I wrung my sponge dry for this one. I basically put in everything I could think of. And if anything, edited things out, because when I write drafts of books, they're usually twice as long as what they end up being, and then I edit it down and sharpen it. I want you to keep reading. I don't want you to get bored anywhere. And so,
so how many books do you have?
Yeah, I have 3 books.
3 books. Tell us. Can you tell us about them really quick?
Sure. So this one, of course, is about dating optimism, and I got so much good feedback on the optimism angle. And that some people were reading the book and using some of the tricks in other parts of their life, because basically the book is about, the law of attraction and manifesting things towards you. 100%. And, you get what you are and you bring what you want. So after I got some feedback on that, I expanded it into the next book, which is called Bright Side Up. And that book is 100 ways to find happiness by flipping your perspective and looking at a situation from a new angle. So it's kind of like 100 different tricks on how to look at a situation bright side up.
I love that it's a list. I love that it's
I know,
a
yeah.
another
I
list.
definitely read that.
Actually,
I want to put this
third
like
one.
this,
And
so
the
we
third
can
book
all
is
tune in.
called The Happy Life Checklist.
Oh wow, the Happy Life Checklist.
This is a perfect book for all of us, because I feel like with being business owners and just like having to do lists in general with stuff, so it's right up our alley, I think.
Good. Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
How are you with your baby? How is that? That's new.
Oh, it's great. Yes, I have a 7-week-old little girl named Vivian with my half orange, and she's in the other room right now with my husband. They're watching football.
Oh my god, I love that. Thank you for taking
and
time out.
she's absolutely amazing. We've been trying for a long, long time to have her. Since we got married, basically, which was a long time ago. And so we're very lucky.
How long have you guys been married?
13 years.
That's awesome.
Let's cheers.
Yeah.
Let's cheers to that.
We have
Cheers to you.
Thank you. Cheers to you guys.
Thank you so much for taking the time. We really, 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 really appreciate you and feel honored that you took the time.
So as soon as I posted and you responded, I was like, oh my god, she responded. And so then from there we went on to like, oh my god, maybe we can have her tune in, and you were obviously so welcoming, and I was like, okay, we got this, we could do this.
Yeah, I've done it before with other book groups, and I find it really fun that, if you guys have questions or you wanted to, know a little bit more about any aspect of it, like, I'm here, I want to support the journey that you're on, I want to encourage anything or clarify anything, so if there's any questions you have about parts of it, or I don't know.
So we kind of have a mess here because we decided to make our relationship boards.
Oh, right, your dream boards.
Yeah.
I was going to say, I saw all the pens and magazines.
Yeah,
They're
they're like,
familiar
wow, they're
setup.
so
Let's
unorganized.
so I'll
love
go first.
it.
I'll show it to you really quick. So it
I
has like a
love
little
it.
bit of everything, but like it has BFF because my friends are really important to me. It has like a little lip gloss because I love makeup. It has money because money, you know, we need it.
Money.
Trust yourself because I always want there to be trust. It has a cake and it has traveling. So fun stuff that I want to
love
do
it.
with him.
Okay, so obviously we're in a time crunch, so I'm not done yet. But basically, the little saying I say is happy, healthy, humble, and that's what I want my relationship to have. I have, of course, vacation spots. I have a light bulb because I'm constantly coming up with ideas, and I definitely want a relationship that's very fruitful and like just adventurous and lots of stuff going on.
Love it.
And then I got this one. I says everyone we love should be at our wedding. And they're like, that's expensive. And I was like, I said what I said. I said what I said.
Yep.
So that's
Ask
pretty
for
much-
it, you shall receive.
And then a fat diamond. So it was funny because you have one story about your friend who, her boyfriend or her ex saw her dream board and then kind of made fun of her. And I was like, that's so rude. Also, it's very, like, we're excited to make this. And so for someone to kind of just, like, shit on it, it's sad. And so then the fact that she met someone and then that,
They loved it.
and
They
then
loved
ended up
it.
getting everything, I was like, okay, fat diamond.
Yeah.
Yep, put it all on there. Put
I
it all
know.
on. You know what? I made a dream board, and then we'll see yours, Liz. I made a dream board for our family and the baby I wanted, and I put sleep on there, and I knew that was probably something that would be hard to come by, but she's now sleeping almost 7 hours a night, and she's
Oh,
only 7 weeks
wow.
old. So
I love that.
ask and you shall receive, girls.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So mine, I'm still like I'm being picky on what I put in there.
Good. Do it. Be picky.
yeah,
You
but-
know that's my plan.
Yeah. So one of my favorite things on here right now is say yes to no stress. Like I get that there's some problems in relationships, but nothing that shouldn't be able to be fixed. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So yeah. So I don't want to
Yeah.
be in a relationship that's stressful. You know.
I love it. Yes.
And devoted, loyal, true. I want a man who can take control. Traveling, you know?
It's funny
Yes.
because she found Devoted, Loyal, and True in a dog magazine, but it
Yeah.
works.
But it works. But it
Wherever
works.
you need to get it. Well, you know what I love is all of you guys. I said you have the airplane, you have travel. You all have aspects of things that you want in your lives that essentially your relationship will fit into. You know,
Right.
as opposed to this is what I want in a man.
Yes,
Which is one of the
yes.
biggest messages that I hope you take from the book and
Yes.
you know stick with, of course. That you're not looking for a man, you're looking for a relationship.
100%.
And you want the relationship to be full of all of these things that you're putting on your boards. And that's the important part. So it's not about analyzing the guy and picking through all the little aspects of who he is. You know, it's about how does he make you feel? How does he want to live his life? You know, what does he want out of his future? And does it match what you want to experience? Does it look like you're bored?
Yeah, well, you taught us that. So.
Yeah, honestly,
Yeah,
it's
that's
funny
awesome.
because Lo. Okay, so there's a part in the book where it says like people have told you to write lists, and so you can tell your
Oh yeah,
story.
so in one of our episodes, like one of my stories was that I was reading your book and you were talking about like making a list, you know? Like I think one of the questions was like, have you ever wrote a list? And I stopped reading the book and I was like, oh my god, I've never made a list, so I'm gonna go ahead and make a list. So like I sat down and I started writing a list and I was like, tall, you know, funny, blah blah blah. And then I kept reading and then I put it down and I read your book and then you were like, throw it away, and I was like, oh. So now I had to go ahead and I crumbled it up, I threw it away, and then I read the important part that you said. It's not the man that you're looking for, it's the relationship that you're looking for, and then the perfect man will fall into that place, you know?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
that was fun.
I love it. Well, that's a good exercise, though,
Yeah,
right?
no,
To
it really
see, like,
was.
oh, yeah, I guess I am being a little picky. And again, I'm all about being picky, but I'm about being picky about how you feel and you know, the relationship
not so
that you're
much as,
building
like,
together.
Yeah.
yeah, not so much as the physicality. I think
Yep.
it's just so funny because we've all kind of had our moments where we're like, I want him to do this, or I want him to be this and be that, and then now we're stressing the fact that it's more of the relationship. And
Yeah.
there will be moments where kind of like what you said, I was actually reading your book in California because I went to vacation over there, and there was like this little family, and it was literally at the section where it's like, what is your favorite thing to do? And I was like, I love reading at the beach. And I was like literally reading at the beach, your book. And then it's like, okay, now envision yourself in like certain situations. And I was like, okay, well, there's a cute family with a little kid. And I was just like, wow, this is like perfect. So it was so amazing, like how it just like fits.
Yeah.
Everything.
Right. It almost sounds like you were meant to read it when you were reading it.
Yeah.
And I think it's funny because I'm a big believer, I think we all are, in like trusting your timing. And it just so happened to be that we came together to do this, and that your book was first on the list.
And maybe even it changed our way of thinking in some things. And I feel like recently, well, I speak for myself. I feel like I've had a couple things in my life change since I started reading the book. And I go back and I read the book because, and then when we read the book, it like checks me into like, hey, Lo, like be careful, don't get too excited and stay grounded, and just reading the book. So it's funny how you read the book and then something is happening in my life, and then
it's cohesive.
Yeah, it's cohesive with the book.
Yeah.
So
Good.
cool.
Yeah.
So is there any other questions that the people that you've tuned in with asked that are like really good that you kind of like want?
Well, the recent one has been about obviously dating in quarantine, which obviously is difficult. Yeah. You guys had sort of said that you're doing okay with it, but I was thinking that one thing that in an interesting way, well, it's sort of 2 points about the quarantine dating. One is that it's good to remember that your half orange is in quarantine too.
Right.
Yeah.
So he or she has also been going through this difficult time. So it's not just you. You're not alone. If you were stuck home alone in a little bubble and the rest of the world was out there moving on and moving forward, it would be a lot harder than knowing, you know what, we're all in this moment together and this is forming who we are together. And so when you escape, they'll be escaping too, and, more able to find each other. But the other thing that I think is very interesting is how many of us during this weird time in the world, there's a lot of kind of reassessing, who am I? What do I really enjoy doing? Who do I really like spending time with? Because I don't know about you guys, but when the quarantines first hit, we were doing a lot of Zooms with like 20 different friends. And over the months, for me anyway, they've kind of tapered off. And it's like, I can't be bothered to do that one. I can't be bothered, right? You're sort of pared down to your people. Yeah. And your people are the ones that are your home and the ones you feel most comfortable with. And the things that you find yourself doing at home when you're stuck and not able to go to as many restaurants or bars or clubs as you used to, the things that you enjoy now is who you are. That's who you are in your pajama day, in your, hanging out on the couch day. And that feeling of home and who you really are, you want to find a match that loves that. That's the version of you that's like the one you really want them to love. Of course, then you want them to love the dolled up version too.
This is our final form almost. Like, this is like what we are most comfortable in as far as like, because you take out all these outlets, and I feel like we're so spoiled because if like we wanted to go to the gym, we could, or if we want to go to the club, we could. So now it's like you wean all that out, and it's like.
And it's kind of like you're even picky of who you go and see now.
Right.
Because, like, okay, is it worth me going to see you? Maybe.
Yeah. Right.
So, like, you don't go just anywhere now or go see just anybody. Now you go see the people that you really just want to go see,
Yeah, exactly. And I hope that, that is, if you can tune into that and say, oh, yeah, this is the feeling I have with these people. That's what I want with my half orange. Yes. And that's sort of what the whole book, I just want it to be almost practice so that you get used to, like, this is how I want to feel in a relationship. And that way you can kind of compartmentalize it and then move ahead with your businesses, move ahead with hanging out with your friends, and not make finding a man the priority or finding a partner the priority. It'll sort of be lingering there the whole time. It'll just be a part of you, and then you can live your life and do what you want. And, have fun.
It'll fall into place, like all the stories. So it's like super exciting. Yeah. And I always think it's funny because I was actually listening to a story about Lo today because she's like, dating and stuff, and I like get excited because I was like, oh my gosh, like because it just sounds so like. She said, "Who is this? Like we just, what is happening, but it's all good stuff, and it's exciting because it's like, oh my gosh, could this be maybe? Like, I don't.
Right.
Yeah, so it's just kind of getting closer, and it's cool because we have a reference, you know. So we just
Right.
kind of go back, and it's just like, okay, awesome, like this part or this part, and we'll always like talk about it. And then we've been recommending your book to all of my clients. Everyone,
great.
Yeah, so I mean,
What kind of work do you do?
Oh, so I'm a nail tech.
she does
Cool.
nails.
I was looking at your nails. Your nails are amazing.
Yeah.
I don't know how you. I'm worried when you itch yourself, but they're amazing.
So used to them. But yeah, I do their nails.
Yeah, so we all work together. So I do lashes and I do tooth gems. I don't know if you've seen those. They're really popular in
Oh, I
California.
have.
And then Carmen,
And I do makeup. So I do all of our makeup.
Awesome.
So
What a
like
good
a-
team you are. Do you
yeah,
work
we're
together
ready.
then?
Let's just say we're ready. We're ready for the wedding.
We're ready for the wedding, right?
Yeah.
Everything.
Seriously.
you said, do we work together? So Carmen is actually our next door neighbor. Like literally.
Oh.
So basically, I call it the cul-de-sac of beauty because it's literally just like a cul-de-sac, and it's nails,
I love it.
lashes, and then makeup. And
Yeah.
all
That's
that.
fantastic.
Yeah. Well, I mean, honestly.
Yeah, well, thank you. You're awesome for doing this.
Yeah, I appreciate
So
it a lot.
excited.
I felt like I had a little fangirl moment, and I really like. I mean, it's.
She came and she's like, she answered. I was like, what?
It's
You're
so,
shocked.
I tried to. I'm sometimes really crap at answering people, so you caught me on a good day, and I was reading through, and I was like, oh, hooray.
Honestly,
But truly, hearing that people have read the book and love it makes my day. So
Yeah.
I was having a fangirl moment to get your message. So
thank you.
thank you.
Honestly, I hope that way more people read it. We will definitely spread the word. I mean, honestly, just like it came into my life randomly, so I think that's how it's happening, and I think it's just like a constant like revolving door. So I'm literally,
Yeah.
I'm already giving this book to someone else. They're gonna read it, and then from there, I'm hoping it's just kind of like the game of telephone. But honestly,
Yeah.
it's a manual, and we won't interpret it any other way than what it's
Yeah.
written. But super
I
excited.
love it. I love it, love it, love it. And I do think there's something about the book that hits people at the right time when they're supposed to have it. There's just, I don't know what it is, but I've heard that over and over again from people. So I'm glad that this is your time.
Yeah, law of attraction,
you.
right?
Yes.
Well, go back to Vivian.
Vivian, yes, I will.
So
I will. Thank you
cute.
guys so much.
Thank
It was so
you.
nice to meet all of you.
And then if you ever want, we're on YouTube, open book, pun
We'll
intended.
send her the link.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, send me the link. I'll check it out.
Okay,
Okay,
bye.
thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you.
Bye. Take care.
Good night.
Bye.
We're gonna show you. We're gonna really quickly just talk about our vision boards really quick. Then we'll announce our next book, and then Lo will close out. Thank you. And so let me talk about my vision board. So my vision board is, I have some words on here that are very important to me: respect, honesty, love, communication, adventure, and kisses. I love kisses. So I have a chapstick on here because obviously it's part of my life and they need it for kisses. I love cake. I have traveling down here. I do have a purse here because I do want my life to be filled with random purses of every brand. And I have dramatic on here because I am very dramatic. And if he's not dramatic, I feel like we can't do this together. Money is on here because money is very important to me because I need to buy the purses. Trust yourself. That's a big one. I like to go with my gut with a lot of things. So trust yourself always. A cheese board is on here with chorizo and cheese. And there's actually, because I love chorizo. My dad loves chorizo too. He's from Spain. That's why we love chorizo, not the other kind, Lorena.
Okay.
And then I have BFF here because my friends are extremely important to me as the sticker falls.
Oh my God.
They're very important to me, so I hope that as I have best friends, he has best friends, and we can all be best friends.
Mesh.
Except I'm really picky with my best friends, so more than likely,
But if you like
I'll
your best
go-
friends, he's gonna like your best.
I think so too, because he'll trust.
Especially if you're picky.
He'll trust my judgment.
Yeah.
And then what else? Oh, and that's it. Yeah. So, and always and forever, because I do want it to be always and forever.
Yeah.
And this is the song my brother walked down the aisle. How weird that it's on here, Always and Forever. I mean, I chose it, but
It's like a full circle.
but yeah, like my brother walked down the aisle. Yeah, and it's that old school song.
Yes.
Can we add a little clip?
Heatwave.
By Heatwave.
Yeah.
Such a cute song.
Yeah.
So that's mine.
So
Nadej.
sorry.
She's in it. Go ahead.
Sorry,
It's okay.
It's because mine's short. Yours has a lot, but I'm still working on mine. I have Marry Me because I feel like.
Do you want to get like asked?
Yeah, I think
corny?
that would be-
Yes, I want super corny.
Yes, and I said it earlier. Mine says say yes to no stress because I want a relationship with no stress.
As little stress
the less
as possible.
stress, the better. Yes.
Yeah.
Ambitious.
Because if they have family,
I
it's
love a man
stressful.
that's ambitious and has
Yes.
goals. You know.
Yes.
Devoted, loyal, and true. I like a man to take control. Like, you want to take me out somewhere? Take me out on a trip.
That song, Take Over Control. Cue it.
Oh yes, it's Afrojack.
Afrojack. And
love
I
that.
have a big old airplane because I want to travel. I want to go and see the world or just see something other than where we live. So, and living the dream. Because I feel like if you're with the right half orange and you're living the type of life you want, and that's kind of living the dream. So, and I have a diamond here. So, and I'm gonna add more. It's still
In the works.
Yeah, it's in the works.
So
Y'all don't work well under pressure.
No,
I kind of do.
You did.
I don't.
You did decent.
Okay, so mine. I need a green marker, but I drew a little orange because this will be obviously my half orange. Yeah. And then so the 3 words that are near and dear to my heart, that I always kind of recite is happy, healthy, humble, and that's what I want my relationship to be. I have a fat diamond, because come on. Also, my birthstone is a diamond, so it's fitting. I have a vacation spot with a nice, cute little car. I also have like different homes with like really nice pools. I have the taste of adventure because I want to seek constant adventure.
I like that.
Yeah,
With
with
I have adventure too.
It's cute. And then I have respect, loyalty, and honesty because I think those are very important. I have money, but I also have like a piggy bank and a map and a calculator.
Okay.
And for me, it's because it's like we're gonna have income, good income, but it's gonna be organized.
Yes,
And we're gonna have savings, and we're gonna have a little map because we're gonna go everywhere.
Travel, yeah.
Mine's just gonna be like.
It's gonna be everywhere.
We're gonna have money trees.
And then I have this cute little heart. It's a cabana.
Oh, but that's probably like Barbados
I
or
was
something.
thinking Fiji. 'Cause that's my
Yeah,
spot.
but how cute that it's a heart.
Right?
Yes.
And then I have this. It says the best moment was staring into her eyes and giving my vows. There were hundreds of people watching, but it just felt like us. That's definitely the moment I want. That type of moment. And then it says everyone we love should be at our wedding. They said it was
That's expensive.
but it's gonna happen.
It's like $100 like a person when you get to it. 'Cause it's like drinks, all that good stuff.
We're gonna have open bar. Don't have a wedding unless you can afford it.
Yeah, don't have a wedding unless it's open bar.
Thank you. And then
I'm coming for all of you.
we
Don't
have
invite us.
Don't invite the alcoholics if it's not
triggered. It's not. You're not an alcoholic if you don't admit it.
We're gonna talk about our 2nd season premiere in a month. And the book that we will be reading is Michelle Obama, The Coming! So excited. This one is on Audible.
Yes.
And it's
Thank God.
it's on Audible being read by the queen
Michelle.
herself, Michelle. So if you don't have the book, get it. If you have Audible, get it.
Get it.
If we haven't started it,
No.
so you're gonna start with us. So by the time we do the first chapter of 2nd season, we would have read. Nadej will let us know because she is the boss. But probably 2 or 3 chapters.
Yeah, we'll go ahead and just keep everyone updated, but we'll do it in the description.
Yeah, we'll put it in the description. Probably 3 chapters because it's a longer
She's
one.
a
You
thicky.
said how many
thick.
hours in Audible?
Yeah, we won't scare you, but it's more than 20 hours. Okay, so that is the book. Please get it with us. And Lo, go ahead and close it out.
Thank you again for all of you guys who have followed us with the book, and those of you who have read it with us. We very much appreciate you guys for your time. And as always, just please send us any questions you guys may have at openbook, pun intended, at gmail.com.
Cheers.
Cheers!
To Amy.
Woo!